Today I will be making my last meal, which is shrimp tacos. Along with the tacos, I will also be making white rice, beans, and coleslaw. I hope you guys enjoy. So these are the ingredients that I used to make the coleslaw. So with the cabbage, you want to cut off the bottom and peel off. I peeled off 2 layers of the outside. Then after that, you want to cut it in half. Alright, and then you just want to cut slices of it, thin slices. After you've cut up all your cabbage, you want to put it into a big bowl. And then you want to try and separate the cabbage from each other so it's not clumpy. Now you want to peel your carrot. Then you want to chop the ends off of the carrot. And then I grated the carrot. As you can see, I did not use a lot of carrot. I probably used a quarter of a big carrot. So now what I'm doing is adding in hot broth. And then I'm adding a little sunflower oil, quarter cup of it. And then I'm putting in some spices and salt and pepper. The spice I used was celery root. Alright, so now you're done with that. You're gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes. Here's me doing the dishes because you should always do the dishes as you cook. So there's not a ton of dishes to do after. Alright, let's go to the garden now. So here I am cutting off some parsley. And here I am mincing some garlic. I used 2 cloves of garlic. And you want to cut it so it's very fine. So you could cut it like how I'm doing right now. And a tip to get the skin off of the garlic easily is to press down with a knife on top of the garlic, and then the skin will basically pop off. So you want to keep on cutting it, making sure it's nice and fine. Alright, so now this is what I use to fry the shrimp and to make the actual tacos, basically. Here I am cutting up the parsley. You also want the parsley to be nice and fine because you're going to end up sprinkling it over the shrimp. And you don't want chunks of parsley. Alright, so now I've got some defrosted shrimp. What you want to do is you want to, once the shrimp are defrosted, the skin or the shell comes off very easily. You just have to peel it off. So that's what I'm doing right here. Also make sure to take the tail off because you don't want that in your taco. All right, now that all these shrimp are deshelled, you want to add the garlic on top of it, and then here I'm adding a chili lemon spice. I'm being pretty generous with it. You also want to add lemon juice, so here I'm using a juicer. I used half a lemon. And you just want to pour that all over the shrimp. And then I'm adding some olive oil, just drizzling it over the shrimp. And now you want to mix that all together so all the spices and the oils are separated evenly and dispersed. All right, now you're ready to fry. So put a little bit of, oh sorry, this is for the rice. This is to make the rice. So you want to coat the bottom of the pan with olive oil, and then you want to put in chopped up onions at the bottom. While those are cooking, they should turn golden brownish. So now you want to add your rice. So I did 1.5 cups of rice. And you want to mix that around. And then here I am adding 2 cups of water. And then I refilled a Pyrex glass and then add another cup of water. So 3 cups of water total, and then I'm putting in seasoning here. And then you want to stir that around. So you want to leave the lid off for now. So now you want to heat up your oven. I heated the oven up to 350. And you want to get the tortilla shells ready. So now I'm heating up the beans. So I just put a can of beans into a small pot. And then put it on low heat. And put the lid on. All right, so after 30 minutes, the coleslaw should be ready. If you add mayonnaise, so I added 1.5 spoonfuls, and then you want to mix it around so it's dispersed evenly. And you could use whatever works best. I'm using tongs because I feel like that works best. And then the coleslaw is done. You can put that back in the fridge. All right, so once the rice is done, you want to lower the heat. And now you're ready to fry the shrimp. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a paper towel and getting the oil to touch all parts of the pan. To check the oil is hot enough, you could sprinkle a tiny bit of water in there with your fingers, and if it sizzles up, then you're good to go. So here you just want to load up the pan with your shrimp. And you don't want any shrimp to be stacking because you want the shrimp to all cook the same amount. So here I'm trying to even out the pan. Alright, now it is time to put in the tortillas. And you want to try your best to flip the shrimp around so both sides of the shrimp get fried and cooked. Alright, now the shrimp are ready to be taken off the frying pan. So I put the shrimp in a Pyrex. You can put it in whatever you want, but I served it out of the Pyrex. Alright, and this is where you put the parsley on. So you want to sprinkle the parsley, just like that. And this is what we end up with. Got the shrimp, the rice, the beans, and the coleslaw. And that is the finished product. Alright, so my family and I finished eating our shrimp tacos, and everyone thought that they were delicious. And I agree with them. I thought they were so good. They were fried perfectly, and the coleslaw came out perfectly as well. And all these sides really mix well together to form a great taco. So my dad even said that those tacos could have been the best tacos that he's ever had. So yeah, pretty positive results, and I'm pretty excited. Hope you guys learned something from this video, and have a good day.